Welcome back to SatoshiConomy, Bitcoin and peer-to-peer financial empowerment. Hashtag love all, serve others. What caused the crypto crash of May 2021? We'll get right into that. I wanted to show you where I'm at. One thing that big reason why you see all kind of different backgrounds when I do these videos is because I have a lifestyle where I'm just running a lot of different errands. And one thing that I really have a passion for is to be out into nature. I like to have an office with a view, and I think I'm always gonna have that as a way to do business, but I'll just show you where I'm at right now. This is dead center of the national average, of right in the middle of a large city. And just so you can find these places, but it's such a beautiful day today. And it was actually where I'm at, it was in the 30s this morning, and we're getting really close to the beginning of summer. But so I'll get right into it here. I just wanted to cue you guys up on some information that I found that was very, very important, very applicable, and excellent information. I wanted to run by you so you could help to make some of your own reads on this. But if you haven't already, go to Anthony Pomp, subscribe to his channel. He's a really great mind. He's an investor. He's part of a hedge fund, and he has a newsletter that he puts out. I think he's off a Substack. You can, by the way, I'll plug my own at SatoshiConomy.substack.com. I'm just beginning a 5 or 6 part series on what is Bitcoin, where I'm going to be going through the prehistory, the early history, personalities, noteworthy personalities, present day status, and future potentialities of Bitcoin. And anyway, I just found it hard to be able to sum up in one little article what is Bitcoin. I've read so many excellent articles that each of them seem to add a very, very important piece from the individual writer. But anyway, you can go there and keep in mind that I would love for if you sign up for it through the email list. It's all no charge. The other individual is an analyst and researcher. His name is Will Clemente. I tried to find if he had a YouTube channel, but it looks more like he is just well known in the industry and people interview him on their YouTube channels. But so check those guys out. But what caused the crash? And the biggest day was May 19, 2021. But one thing that leading up to everything going on before the crash, I mean, we saw Bitcoin reached 64,900 at one point. And then what we were seeing was a bearishness in the flows onto exchanges. In other words, there was more so a trend of Bitcoins coming off of exchanges, which is a very bullish signal because it means that people presumably are taking them off exchanges because they don't intend to sell for quite a while. So they're going to be hodlers. But then right when the dipping and the manipulation and the dropping in the price was taking place, there was the largest inflow of coins onto exchanges the day before that big dip. And presumably the idea would be if they're going to flow onto exchanges, people are going to intend to sell them. But it was the largest onflow onto exchanges in the history of Glassnode. That's another one to Google too, Glassnode. In the history that they've been watching those metrics, it was the largest inflow of coins onto Binance exchange. And there was one day where it dipped to 30,000, and then in some wicks, Bitcoin actually I think hit a low of about 28,000. But there was another force that was affecting some of this selling was liquidations on when people can invest long or short. And in 10 minutes time, just previous to that last wick going down to 28,000 or 29,000 Bitcoin, there was $300 million of liquidations in 10 minutes. Will also said that in the course of 4 days, there was 59,313 Bitcoin that was sold in 4 days. And based on a $40,000 evaluation, that's over $2 billion worth. That was about $2.2 billion or $2.3 billion worth of Bitcoin that was sold within 4 days. And so that's some of the things that we know from the blockchain, the open source blockchain information that's available. So I just wanted to share that with you, and you can draw some of your own takes on really what was going on there. But one other thing that was important, Will was saying that a lot of the sales were coins. They were younger coins. Many of them were sold that were originally bought from wallets that purchased in the $10,000 to $20,000 range of Bitcoin, and that would have been approximately from July to December of 2020. And then there was a lot of coins that were sold during this crash that were originally bought in the $50,000 to $60,000 range, which means those would have been bought in February through May of 2021. So there's a lot of people who were FOMOing in, who had weak hands and they sold out. And there were also, because there's so many of them that were bought in the $10,000 to $20,000 range, I think they were institutional investors or whale-ish type investors who were attempting to manipulate the market, and they got it to dip down, and then all of a sudden, bam, we saw that there was a huge wick up from 30,000 to 40,000. I think within, I didn't look at it specifically prior to doing this video, but I think that was within 24 hours. So long and short, in my estimation, what was going on here largely was a market dynamic that we've seen in markets for all of history. Bitcoin is less manipulated because there's no manipulation of the supply, but yet there's certainly, in any market, there's the ability for people to manipulate it. And I think it's largely more suggestive of the institutional investors that have been flowing in since last summer, June, July of 2020 up until now. So look forward to more of that. And I truly mean that, because with data is knowledge, and with knowledge there is power, the potential for power. True power is knowledge in action. So we can take some of these data points and reverse engineer them to capitalize on that, if you so are adept at that or amenable to doing things of that nature. But overall, and generally speaking, I think the best strategy is just to hold on, hodl 4 or 5 years, hodl into the next decade. Hashtag love all, serve others. I wish you well, I wish you wealth, I wish you health, and until next time, peace.